Well, they say the third time's the charm. This is the third time I'm trying to get this right. I keep forgetting where I am or can't find some object. So let's see if I can get this right with the help of my cat and the other things here at home. Essentially what I've got going on here, or what you've got going on here, is your lesson that is assignment 2, and that talks about basic adjustments in your image adjustments and your filters. Now, if you'll let me get back here in Photoshop, this is the template right here that you were to download from this lesson right here. You clicked on that and it comes up. Template looks not like that. The template looks like that. And basically you'll see 3 columns and 3 rows, and that has to do with your being able to apply each of these particular adjustments to the 9 images here that you've just downloaded on this grid. Now, your computer is great, but it doesn't know what to do if you don't tell it. So first thing you're going to have to do is go over here into your toolbar and pick up this little tool right there, which is your marquee. And we're going to hit that right there. We've got it up. That tells my computer that what I'm going to tell it to do next applies only to that selection. Okay? So now then, I'm going to go back over here and read, and it says I'm supposed to do auto levels. Well, if you've paid attention and gone, and I know you have, if you've gone through this material over here, you know what I'm going to do is go into Image, go to Adjustments, and go to Levels. Now then, look at what I've just selected and watch what happens when in Levels I hit Auto. Voila, great, isn't it? So now I hit OK, and that works. Now I'm back into this. This time I'm going to, I don't need to deselect that, but I'm going to go over and just do that select, drag that marquee across that one. Now if I look back at what my board tells me I'm supposed to do here, and somehow it just disappeared on me. If I look back at that, it says that the next one is auto contrast. All right, so I'm going back up here to Image. Now this time I have an easier job of it. I can go right down to one of these. This is contrast. I'm going to hit auto contrast. Hit that right there, and I don't know if you saw it happen or not, but there was in fact a little contrast. Now in Photoshop I can do a step backwards, pay attention to that image, what you can see of it, and it gets a little darker. See that? Now watch what happens again so you'll know what I'm doing. I go into Image, I go to auto contrast. Watch where the marquee is, and you see a change in the brightness. Okay? Now I'm going over to the third one, and you're already ahead of me. I can hear you yelling in the background. Over here, we're supposed to go and do auto color. Well, you know where that's going to be too, right? It's going to be right back up here in Photoshop, in Image. Look at that, auto color. All right, so that's just made well, this is what the computer thinks that ought to be. Okay, now then, I still have some other options, and the rest of these 3 across here, without taking you through all of them, as I recall, are going to deal with image again, image adjustments. So, and then you get down here to the last 3, and you basically, with the last 2 anyway, the Gaussian blur and the unsharp mask, again, you're told to go back into Photoshop, and this time go to Filter, because that's what we're looking at. Gaussian blur, and let me move the marquee down to, I think this one's Gaussian blur, and I'll see if I can move that image up so you can see the whole thing when I start doing it. Yeah, well, you can see part of it anyway, and you can't see much of it though, can you? There, better? Maybe? It's not going to let me pull it all the way up, is it? Well, maybe if I do this. Yeah, there we go. Can you see it now? All right, now what I'm going to do, I didn't do a very good job on that marquee, so I'm going to try it again. Marquees, you can just keep going over and reselecting, and they don't do anything. All right, there I am in the marquee. This time I'm going into Filter. I'm going into Blur, and look what I get when I hold that down. Gaussian blur. Boy, what a mess, huh? If I take my slider here, that's going to change the radius of that blur. And you can see how I'm gradually bringing it into focus. And I think you get to choose, but I don't know. Go back and look. I think you can choose on what your radius you want it to be. Now this is 0.1, this is 0.1 or 1/10. This is 3 pixels that it's going to blur. I think you have an option here. Let's go back and look at that. Yeah, it just says Gaussian blur. So they just want you to know what that is. So then you hit wherever you want to make that good and blurry, and hit OK. And then the next one, you do the same thing. Take your selection marquee, go to the next little image, and this one you're going to do unsharp mask. And on unsharp mask, you're also going to go into, I believe, filter. go down to sharpen again, and you'll see under sharpen there's an unsharp mask this time. Now, then for a little creativity on that last one, you can use any filter you want to. And this is where I suggest you play around a little bit and find something you like. Anyway, I hope that helps you a little bit, and maybe this won't be quite as taxing as it appears to be. Thanks so much for your attention on this.